record now. Hi guys. Hi guys. I just had to. I couldn't resist. So I'm very excited tonight to talk to you guys about everything that we learned from Marketing Impact Academy last week. It was mind-blowing. It was overwhelming, and it was everything you ever thought and wanted and could ever need from Shalene. Homegirl knows her stuff. We're going to start off, basically what we're going to do is so we're going to actually take everything that Allie and I learned and break it up into a few weeks. Okay? So it's going to be what we go over tonight is going to lead into next week's call. Oh, I froze. That one's a weird one. Okay, there. So I want you guys to take lots of notes, and this is one thing that CJ told us. If something pops into your head, if something clicks and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I got an idea, or whatever the case is, stop listening to me, stop writing down, and go word dump and brain dump onto a sheet of paper, okay? So if you get like your $1 million idea in the middle of us talking, like something just comes to you and you're like, oh my God, I just figured it out. Stop what you're doing and just go and write, because you can always come back because this is going to be recorded, okay? So I'm going to actually go right into my PowerPoint for you guys. Can you guys see it okay? Thumbs up? Thank you. Okay. So what we're going to do is first we're going to just kind of talk about getting to know yourself, because big picture wise, this is where it all starts, you know? I mean, there's so many Beachbody coaches out there, right? So knowing what you have to offer and knowing who you are and why you're here and all of that stuff is kind of where you need to start with, okay? So you guys don't have to write all of these questions down, but I want you to answer them. Deal? Okay, so get out your pen and paper and literally just write yes, no, a few things, whatever comes to mind, okay? So do you consider yourself generally an optimistic person? You know, yes or no? Like, do you see the glass half empty or full? On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you? And also, what are you least confident in? I'll tell you guys mine. The thing that I'm least confident in is going for my master trainer audition that I'm going for at Summit. Okay, what kind of movies do you guys like and dislike? What are some things that you're just into, things that you just like doing? Okay, and then write down like those big picture goals that you see for yourself, you know, like instantly, like what is that one huge goal that you want to accomplish this year? You know, where do you see yourself in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, like big picture shit. Write down that big crazy goal that you have in your mind. Okay. And then I want you guys just to think about your family, you know, like, are you married? Are you single? Do you have any kids? Are you super close with your family? Are you not close with your family? Do you live very far from your family? Okay. And then, you know, what's your religion and political views? That should be simple, right? Your education level, you know, how far did you get? Did you go through college? I'm still paying back that damn college loan. Where do you live? What region are you at? What are some of your hobbies, things that you love? It doesn't have to be fitness. It could be anything. Gardening, shopping. I mean, I love to shop. That's a hobby. Counts, right? Stacy's like, yeah, she does. And what's your favorite dream vacation spot? Like, if you could go anywhere, like, I don't want you guys thinking like money or if you could or if it was possible, like hands down, absolute favorite place that you would just die to go to. I have like 7. Okay. Now let's talk about your personality type. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? You could be an outgoing introvert like me. It's so funny. I'm looking at my notes that I took, and I wrote down hot mess as my personality type. Kind of works, right? What type of people in the Beachbody world are you attracted to? Like, for me, I love Janelle Summers, Amy Silverman. I'm not a Lindsay Matway kind of gal, but I know some of you guys are fans of her. So, like, who is that one person that you are attracted to? And then I want you guys to also think about who are you not attracted to? Like, do you see yourself in one of those top Beachbody coaches, or do you not see yourself? Okay. And if you don't know, you guys can always we have a list of people. Now I want you guys to also just go through this, and you're going to put a check mark, okay? So over the last year, what has improved in your life, okay? Have your relationships improved? All right, a little check. If they have or if they haven't, you can put half of a check. Have your finances improved? Your career? What about your overall lifestyle? Especially for my endo girls, right? Your family, spirituality, health. Did you gain any new skills? What about your fitness level? Your mental, like well-being? What about your actual environment? Like, where do you live? Your car? Your job? Has your confidence improved? And then what about friends? And if you're a parent, how has that impacted you? Okay. So now I want you guys to think about, where were you? Okay. So where were you last year? Try to get that visualization in your head. Like, do you remember where you were last year? Mentally, physically? Were you even a Beachbody coach this time last year? And if you were, what rank were you? Okay. Where were you last year? Now in the last year, what have you overcome, like business-wise? Like, what is one huge obstacle or success, like reaching diamond? What have, you overcome? Okay. And then I want you guys to also think, like, what have you gotten through? Like, what did you miss out on, or what did you sacrifice to make that goal happen, or to actually hit that? Okay. And then I want you guys to answer these two other questions also, okay? What do you wish you had the answers to do? Like, if somebody just magically could hand you a checklist on how to do this, what would that one thing be? It's a toughie, right? I see you guys going like, oh. Okay. And then what is something that you guys actually do have the answers to? Like, what have you figured out on your own? It has to be something, right? Could even be something as simple as, like, figuring out that you need personal development every single day, and that a book changed your views on a lot of things. Could be anything, okay? So now what we're going to do is, based on those last two answers, we're going to come up with your freemium. Can I have a hand raise for everybody that knows what a freemium is? Nobody? Oh, Stacy and Jackie. Okay, good. And Allie, but is she still on? Yeah, okay. So basically, a freemium is a word that some of you guys might have heard floating around. It's one thing that Chalene Johnson, and I mean, it's like stupid how amazing this thing is, but basically a freemium is something that you can give for free that is a no-brainer, something that you already know, you already do, and something that you can give to people, okay? So tons of ideas, could be anything from, like for me, recipes, easy workouts, something that's like a checklist. If you travel a lot, things like that. a video could also be a freemium. It could be anything. The one thing is about a freemium, though, when you're thinking about your freemium and what you could give to somebody, is that it has to be super fast, it has to be instant, and it has to be very simple. So think about it. If I were to give you, offer up a shopping list specifically just for endo, like, that is an amazing freemium because I'm giving something away. But that shopping list would need to be broken down into areas of your shopping market. You know, like when you walk in, whatever that's called. When you walk in your grocery store, right? When you walk in, you want to be able just to see everything, okay? All of your produce. So that is super organized. So that's very helpful, and that's an amazing freemium. Okay, so I want you guys to now start thinking about freemiums. Okay. And I'm going to actually hand it over to Allie now. And she has no video, but we can hear her.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. My computer almost died this weekend. So after I finished crying about it and having it in safe mode and pulling all my crap off, it started to work again. But I think the webcam may be sacrificed. So lesson learned, go get a backup hard drive and put all your stuff on it before it's too late. Okay. So one thing that Meredith didn't mention was about your lifer and how you are your lifer, or your lifer is you a few minutes ago. Like, you are just a few minutes ahead of them. So, you know, you're giving them information that's still super relevant to you, but it's going to help them. All right. So this is like the one question that really connected with me. And it was like, what is the one problem that you like helping people solve? What do people always come to you and ask you about? So that is the first thing. I mean, obviously we all have struggled with lots of different things. Some of us physically, mentally, with our families, with our current careers, financial. So what field or area of expertise or special training have you had? I mean, this one's super simple. What are you good at? Like, what can you do that other people can't? What have you gone through that you see people around you struggling with? And like, you know, you could help them, like, just like by giving them a few tips. What are you surprised that people don't know how to do? Like, there are things that probably come so easily to you that it's like #duh. Like, why does no one else get this? But that's what makes you special and valuable to them, is because you know something that they don't and that you can teach them. Oh, this is a good one. Like, what are your systems? What are the ways that you do things? Like, how do you structure your day, or how do you get in the mood to do your workout, or what is your methodology for going about meal planning? Like, those could all be like great freemiums. What's something you think people could learn from you and that you could teach them? What could you produce a report or how to for? And again, you should be able to like get this out and down on paper or typed up super quickly. So like, what could you create super fast? A video, a checklist, you know, a guide, tips, you know, a recipe book, not a book, but you know, a few recipes. I mean, it could be as simple as like, this is the way I make my smoothie, and I put all of my ingredients in this order because I find that it comes out the best.
Or how to make your Shakeology. Hashtag.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Duh. And then I have a few more notes that I just have like written down, and I have like them starred very big. So you should boldly be you, so you don't have to apologize later. You know, be very upfront with who you are. And it gets easier the more authentic it is. Like the more authentic you produce whatever your freemium is, like someone's just going to get it better. Like your lifer is going to pick that up and say, I get this girl. Like I want to be friends with her. Okay. So again, who's opting in? You want your lifer to opt in. And I think we'll get into how to get people to opt in on a different call, because that's a whole nother topic in itself. But you should be thinking about right now what media you'll use to make this. I'm almost finished mine, and I used canva.com, and it's like Photoshop for dummies. We can all use it. It's amazing. It could be simply, I've made, you know, other similar things just using Google Docs. I mean, video is so super powerful. Again, that's a whole nother topic that we learned about while we were at MIA. And I mean, I honestly, I was very hesitant to start doing videos, and now I just think I got to get over myself and got to jump into it, because whenever I see a video of someone else, I'm just so engaged and so drawn to that person if it connects with me, that I think it's worth it, and it's such a positive medium that we should all really start to get more comfortable with. And again, boldly be you, so you don't have to apologize for it later. So what do they need to know? Like, what are the steps that you're putting in? So I would definitely make yourself like a flow chart or an outline on how you're going to make this, because I think the better prepared you are to start, the better. You know, the better product, the better freemium you're going to come up with. So, you know, you'll want to definitely include in whatever you're doing what they need after this freemium. And that kind of ties into like the follow-ups after you put out your freemium to the world. And we'll get into that in a second. You'll definitely need to know what you need to make this, whether it's like Meredith is doing more of like a video where she teaches someone how to do something. So she actually needs a couple of supplies, whereas mine is a little bit more like a digital format that I've come up with and just kind of written out. And again, of course, you'll want to prepare what you're going to wear. You're going to want to do a few test shoots. You're probably going to, if you're doing a video, you're going to want to record it like 5 times. Because you're going to get more and more comfortable every single time you do it. And so you can edit it together and, you know, make it the best you can. All right. You will complete your freemium.
You will.
That's my favorite.
Thank you.
But I think too, like, for me, both Meredith and I going through this exercise, we literally wanted to like run back to the hotel room and like start working on our freemiums. Like we had so going through these exercises that we did tonight and brain dumping and writing down these buzzwords and these character traits about yourself, like jump into your freemium like as soon as possible, because you have all of these ideas running through your head.
Yeah, and the more stuff you're able to give out, the better. Like the entire time, everyone kept saying, even all of the guest speakers, everyone just kept saying, share and then share and then share some more. Like just give away everything. 'Cause that's when people start to really trust you.
Totally. And then, Mary, do you want me to touch on like the follow-up emails?
Yeah, we can. So I want you guys, before we go through the follow-up emails, I want you guys to actually come up with something. Okay? Like you guys actually come up with your own freemium. Okay. So big picture stuff, we'll go through everything else that we learned, what to do like next, the next steps that come after your freemium, but I really want you guys to like think about it. My freemium is, do you guys want to share freemium ideas and then we'll move on, or you want to just keep moving on right away and then share? Does anybody have a freemium that they already that came to mind that they're going to do? It doesn't even have to relate to your business. Nobody? Bueller? All right, thank you, Stacy. You have one. What is it?
Well, something about kid meals, like allergy friendly. You know this. I need to just do it.
Fucking do it. Everybody heard it, right?
But I don't know if I feel like I just need to do like snacks or breakfast or like not a whole.
Yeah, no.
The simpler the better, Stacy. I mean, like you could put a list together of my favorite top 20 snacks to feed my kid that's super easy and, it works for his allergies,
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's a great, people love lists. Like if I've learned anything recently, like people love checklists. They love like the 5 things to do, whatever. People love that instead of reading through like paragraphs of copy.
People just want to know what it is. They just want the information. They don't care about anything else. Like they just want to know what they need to go do. Like you guys know that. Think about yourself, right? I'm like, I don't have time to. If I got an email that was paragraphs and paragraphs, I wouldn't read it.
No.
But if I got a sentence, I'd be like, done. You just got to think about what would you want. That's your life. So, Stacy, what would you like to get? If you didn't know anything about how to...
A list. Just a list.
Of what, though?
Am I talking about my freemium right now?
What would you want? Yeah, like if...
I'd probably want a list of like simple meals or snacks. But easy, simple, quick.
Yeah.
Like super easy.
Are you going to make a video or a PDF or a Word document?
I think a PDF, because you would need to print it out and put it on your fridge or something, right? Take it to the grocery store.
So cute.
So I need to learn how to use Canva.
Yep.
So easy.
Okay. Because I hate PicMonkey. Mare knows.
I do too.
Okay.
And I love Canva.
Canva's awesome. Does anybody else have anything? Anyone yet? How do you, go ahead, Jackie.
I'm still wanting to do a meal plan for like an infertility diet.
Do you get asked about that a lot though?
Yeah, what I eat and what I avoided. I mean, it crosses over a lot with endo, but a lot of the things you avoid for endo also affects your ability to get pregnant too, Although I'm having issues with, there's a cross section of people with PCOS, and that's a whole different thing of foods to avoid than I'm used to.
Yeah. Well, then I would just make it specific to what you know, because your lifer is an endo girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like my lifer aren't PCOS girls, because PCOS is different.
Yeah.
Like my lifer is an endo girl or an IC girl, because that's me.
Mm-hmm.
And
like an endo infertility diet.
I would phrase it to Jackie, what I ate to help me with my infertility, because I think we have to be very, very careful sometimes when we give people advice like that. You know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
But like if you phrase it like that, then you're technically not forcing that meal plan on anyone, that you're just sharing what you went through.
Mm-hmm.
What else, Jackie? I feel like there has to be another freemium in there for you.
I don't know. I really like to-do lists, and I've learned this year. I've learned a lot about, and it's Shailene has helped a lot with a lot of her stuff I watched and with her book about prioritizing and keeping your day scheduled in blocks, which we just talked about last night. So I'm trying to figure out, like, if I gave a freemium on that, like, I don't know if it would just be a little document explaining how to run your day according to a to-do list.
You could make like a fill in the blank planner.
Yeah.
What do you use?
I'm using the Passion Planner, but I also use my phone. I have a to-do list on my phone, and I break it down by importance.
There you go. You're ready. You already have your freemium. You already made it.
And then they're in folders too that say today, tomorrow, this week, and this month, this year.
Write that down. Does anybody else want to share? Jody's having a dance party behind her. I could see. Nobody else wants to share their ideas? You guys know you have to make a freemium, right? In 24 hours, like we did.
Do you guys want some help with your ideas? Why don't you throw out something, a little bit of something, and we can help you?
Yeah, like, did you guys write anything down when we asked you those questions? Like, what are some of your hobbies? Where were you last year? What is something that people always come to you and ask you for? Like, if somebody asks me this one more time, I'm gonna lose my effing mind. Like, do you guys have that?
People ask me a lot, like, what, if a certain food is good, or like, is Greek yogurt better than this yogurt, and all this stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm good at that, but then I feel like it's like, it depends on who you are. So I don't know.
But this is about you. So like you put out the information that you have experience with. So you could take 5 different brands of Greek yogurt and compare them all. Or you can make healthy substitutions, like I substitute Greek yogurt for sour cream, and I substitute, PB2 for peanut butter, whatever. And you could make like a little document with pictures.
Yeah, you could do like a healthy swap or something,
I love that idea.
Yeah. Jody or Laura? I'm sorry.
I think I have another thing, is they like come to me and ask me about like how I learned all of this, I guess. Like how I learned that bread is affecting how I feel, like, and it's all through like personal development and stuff. So I don't know, I don't know. I think I'm all over the place.
No, I love it. I love it. Keep going. What books, like what personal development books, like how does that tie in?
Well, I read like Wheat Belly, and that like totally affected like how I eat now. And then Slight Edge really spoke to me. But I don't know, is I'm like a book club of some sort? I don't know.
Why not?
The top 5 books that changed my health.
That's good.
Yeah. Boom.
Bam. Hashtag you're welcome.
That's what I was just saying. Like, just start talking, and like we can help you. Like,
Cody and Lori, unmute yourselves. Let's go, ladies. Or I'll unmute you. You know I can and I will. Come on, ladies. There's got to be something. My freemium is how to self-tan yourself, ladies. It
Self-tan.
can be anything, right? Look at this glow.
It's beautiful.
On point,
I'm
right?
a little jealous, actually.
I want to know.
I want that premium.
yeah,
Me too.
I
I
was
want
saying,
to
I haven't been spending much time in the
Lifers. It could be anything, guys.
Well, I'm an athletic trainer, so I deal with like sports injuries and stuff. So like, I mean, people do like message me all the time, like, I sprained my ankle, what do I do? Like, I don't really know like how I can make that like into a freemium though. Like,
How to avoid getting hurt?
you can't really avoid it. I mean,
the
Proper like posture, proper like,
Proper shoes.
yeah.
okay.
Proper form.
Form. Oh.
Especially with crunches.
Hey,
that
Jackie,
sounds like it could be a great video.
why don't you write that one down?
What, proper form?
I mean, you might need to speak to somebody else doing a crunch because you won't be able to be doing the crunches. But you can show somebody, like, you know, you can like have somebody next to you.
I actually just found a woman on Fiverr, Mare, that records videos of her working out. So like,
So she is the worker outer?
yeah, but like you could then put like your voice over her or something. I don't know.
I'm like, maybe I could put myself on Fiverr.
I know, right?
Sounds kind of.
Are you guys familiar at all with Fiverr? It's it's a website where you can get somebody to do a whole bunch of different things for you for $5.
And it's got 2 R's, so it's 5 and then rr.com.
So if you're really horrible at something and it's going to take you a whole day to do it, you might want to look on there and see if someone else could proofread your freemium, or they could take your freemium and maybe they can rewrite it a little bit better, or maybe if you need some graphic design help.
So like, is this like a one-time type of thing? Like with like Stacy's, how she's gonna do a list of snacks. Like she does a list of snacks and that's her premium. Then she has to find something new. Like, is that, or it's like it's a different snack every day? Like I don't really know. Like for mine, like could I do like every week is a different spotlight, like a different injury or something?
The whole point of your freemium is for people to opt in so you can collect their email address.
Okay.
So you want this to be like an ongoing thing. It's not like a weekly challenge. It's not like going to be on Facebook or anything. Like, you know, on your like page, there's that button you can click and it can say sign up or something. You can change that and have that be go to your opt-in page where where they have to send in their email, which we'll go over this too. Don't worry, guys. But your freemium, it'll be like a link and it'll go to a legit website, like your opt-in page. And that's where, you guys know when you like put your email in for like, to sign me up for this newsletter, right? And it brings you to this page and you type in your name and your email and then you get it in your email. That's what you're creating. So you want to collect people's emails from this. That's the whole point of having that. I guess I should have started with that. It's a good thing we're recording. So your freemium is to collect email addresses. So this will be something that's ongoing. You can obviously update it and you can change it, but some of the top people like run the same freemium over and over again. Over and over again. Like James Wedmore, he's amazing. If you guys don't follow him on YouTube, you should look him up. He only uploaded 5 videos last year. Like, that was it. That's all he did. They just kept going and going and going. So if you make one, like one and done. And then you could make a different freemium that, you know, is a little bit more, that's like the next step or like the follow-up or something, you know? Or it could be something totally different. Does that make sense? Did that answer your question?
I guess now we should talk about the follow-up emails because that
How do you guys feel? Do you feel overwhelmed? Like, do you want to make your freemium, get your freemium done, and then next week go on to what's the next steps? How do you feel? I don't want to overwhelm you guys.
I feel like I want to like be able to make my freemium and get it out before.
You want to wham bam and thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Done. You guys all okay?
Like, I mean, I kind of know this a little, but not really.
Okay. Let's go for it. Go ahead, Allie.
Okay.
You guys still have all your notes.
What was that?
Make sure you guys all have your notes ready.
So, you know, we always hear, like, I was always listening to Shalene and Amy Porterfield on podcasts saying, you know, you need to make a freemium, you need to build your list. And then I was like, but then what? So, like, at the conference, we learned and then what? So you're going to obviously have your freemium, and that goes out. And over the course of the next 9 days, you're going to want to follow up with your opt-ins 4 times. So you're going to want to start thinking about information that relates to your brand and your initial freemium that kind of takes them on a little journey. So it's going to be 4 emails. I'm trying to get to my notes here. So you're going to take them on this journey with you. So for instance, my initial freemium is healthy tips to stay healthy and also on budget. And then my second email is going to send someone back to my website where I've written a blog about how to not spend your whole paycheck at Whole Foods. And then my third email, I haven't written it yet, but I'm going to write another blog about what your gym membership is really costing you, or what is the cost of your personal trainer and or your boutique fitness class, and how much time you spend going to and from your class every week. And that, what I'm trying to kind of prove there is like that working out at home is such a, you know, it's such a valuable, cheap option for you. And then my fourth email is about creating like a side hustle and maybe getting into coaching. Because then you're going to have that little bit of extra income where, you know, you can do what you want and you can have fun and you can go out with your friends and, you know, just have that little bit of extra cash flow. So see how I like kind of took someone on a journey, and with all of those follow-ups, I'm not like shoving Beachbody down their throat. But I am going to make really subtle references to it. So yeah, so that's where you're going. You're taking them on this journey with you. You're kind of supporting your brand along the way. And most of all, you're just adding really super valuable content. And you're giving them all of this for free. And like their mind is going to be so blown that they've gotten all this free information with you. And at that point, they're going to be like, I want to work with her. I want to be her friend. You know, I want to do what she does because she, you know, she provided me with all of this information. And so, I mean, honestly, like what we have to offer people is so inexpensive and valuable, really. I mean, that it's kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. So does that make sense? Like, do you guys, because the first initial, when Shalene started talking about freemiums, I had all these ideas. But then once she kind of started flowing into how you follow up with them, my ideas kind of shifted and changed a little bit. And I started to kind of mold it more into like a series. But like I kept it all at different, I touched on all these different points too that relate to me and my business. Does that make sense? I hate that you guys can't see me.
It makes sense to me.
You guys all have your roadmap now? It makes more sense, right? Like big picture stuff. Because when I picked self-tanner, I was like, what the hell? How am I going to get a coach out of self-tanners? But just like Allie said, you just make that little roadmap and it connects.
Or like Sarah Try, her initial freemium is going to be a travel packing list. And then she wanted to talk about how she stays healthy while she travels. And then she wanted to say, like, these are the snacks that I bring along while I'm traveling. And of course, one of them would be Shakeology. And like, I can do my workouts using BOD in the hotel room, like with no equipment.
Like stupid, right, guys?
Right? Isn't it freaking amazing?
And the thing is, we're all doing it. We
Exactly.
just basically document it and then give it out. Like, you guys are already doing these things.
No, like I said, I already had my blog written about Whole Foods. And then I was like, oh my God, I've already made that content. I can totally use that. But really, that's what it's all about. And I think, Mare, we could probably write out those follow-up email templates somewhere so we can all have them.
Yeah, since Allie and I are a week ahead of you guys, we are going to have, like, this is our promise to you. So we are going to have our freemiums 100% done, ready, sent out into the universe, and we're going to set up all of our opt-ins. We're going to set up all of our emails, and we're going to share that with you guys next week. Okay, so you are going to be doing this right along with us, but one step behind. Okay?
You're guinea pigs.
Yeah, so we'll be the guinea pigs. So we'll do all the messing up. Well, that you guys will probably mess up too. You're experimenting.
Experimenting.
Experimenting is the new fail, ladies. We experiment. We don't fail. We haven't found our hypothesis yet. Hypothesis? Is that the right word? I might have missed that day of school. I don't know. Hypotheses? It's been a while since I've been in high school. Okay. So does everyone kind of have their freemium? Is anyone changing their freemium now that we kind of know big picture stuff? Is there a little bit more of a roadmap? You guys don't look excited. You should be super pumped. When I found Allie and I were like losing our effing minds.
We really were.
I have a lot going on in my head right now. Okay?
Like what? Share it.
I don't know. And the sun is setting and it's really pretty out.
Let's see.
I don't know if you can see it. No, see?
No.
It's just going to be like a glare. I'm thinking I need to do something like about feeding your kids healthy while on a budget. Like add the money in there somewhere?
Yeah. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention that your follow-ups don't all have to be your own content. If you find, I'm so sorry, if you have a blog that you love, like 100 Days of Real Food, Stacy, would be a great blog for you to send people back to. So you can send them to that because it's like, hey, look, I've already done the research for you. Yeah. You could send someone back to your Pinterest. That's another great way to, have people still following you. Like, look at all these recipes. It's taken me years to collect these.
Yeah.
Or if you have a video, Jody, about perfect form or what to do after you sprain your ankle, just be like, hey, I found this and I thought you might really find it useful. So yeah, it does not all have to be your own content.
And then you guys should all save a file on, like, in your bookmarks on your, like, internet browser, and also on your desktop, something called copy and swipe, meaning it's an image or text or something that you really like that just hits you hard when you read it, or when you saw it go through your news feed, it caught your eye. Save all that stuff, because we want to work smarter, not harder, right? So just take someone's stuff and make it your own. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So copy swipe, okay? So whatever you see, a website, a blog, a freemium, if you opt in for something and you get an email that you really like for me, I love Thug Kitchen because they curse a lot, obviously, right? So when I opted into Thug Kitchen, I'm going to save that email in my copy swipe folder because that speaks to me. And I like the wording of it. Okay, so copy swipe. That's another good one. Okay, so Christina, you're going to do a top book recommendation thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. You
I
can
just
do
don't know how to get. I don't know. I don't know
Brain dump.
my next emails.
Just brain dump a bunch of stuff. Like, literally put, like, a roadmap. Like, this is my frame. Like, you got to also think about your ultimate goal, right? Like, what's your end result? Like, where do you want to take your life on a journey with you to? Sign up as a coach. Right? Build a team. So you just kind of fill in the blank, you know? Like, what does reading Wheat Belly, like, how can that, big picture-wise, be brought back to signing up as a coach? Like, how did that impact your life so much? Think about, like, what that did for you, and then the next steps that you can help somebody also attain. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you got this book and you had somebody telling you what to do next, like, what would those steps be? Like, you want to talk to your past self and kind of, like, help her out, basically.
Like, then I could do, like, a blog about how to, I mean, because I have my website now, to do, like, substitutions to get the bread out, or to get the, stuff like that out.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good. Just brain dump. Literally, like, get everything out on a piece of paper. Just, like, jot down tons of ideas. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it out of your head, basically. Jody, yours is going to be... Yes, you do.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about this one.
Okay. Write down a bunch of things.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know, do I do injuries, or do something like being a mom, like how to manage time or something, I don't.
We'll go back to where you were this time last year or 2 years ago. What is something that you really needed to hear, or that you wish you had the answers to that you know now?
Ooh.
All of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think. I'm a little tired right now. I can't really think.
Yeah, no, just write all of that stuff down.
Okay.
Word vomit.
All right.
Is there garbage or no?
Lori,
And
what
I
are you gonna do?
think too, like, you guys can ask your friends or your family or your boyfriends or spouses, like, what am I really good at that you think that I could help someone else out with, that I could teach someone? Like, I did this a couple of weeks ago with a bunch of my friends. I was like, what kind of information do you guys want to see on my Facebook? And all of them gave me the answer of, like, being healthy and not spending a ton of money. And I was like, what? So, I mean, put a little poll out there on your Facebook. Like, people love giving their opinions and answering your questions.
Yeah, Jody, you should do
Yeah, I
that.
think we all need to make that status.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, done.
Like, I'm here to serve you. Like, what
You
what
want-
can I do that you would find useful and helpful?
I put that post up. Nobody's written under.
Try it in a different format, though, Jackie.
Okay,
Maybe
maybe.
just, yeah, you're experimenting. Obviously that didn't
Yeah.
work. So try something different. You know, maybe take a video of yourself and just talk about it and be like, if I could give you something for free, like tips, like what would you want to hear from me?
Okay.
Comment below, you know, see if you get more response that way.
Okay.
Try it.
Because I was going to put it just in text form, but those never get a good response for me. That's why I put it in a picture form, because people always look at pictures. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could literally say, I'm creating a free gift for you. And I'm, trying to think of a topic, word it more eloquently than that. But people love to know that you're giving them something for free.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Lori, you haven't talked at all. Let's go. Unmute yourself.
I don't know. I guess all mine keep flowing back to like all kind of go together. The main things like I kind of wrote down were like, okay, so I guess the biggest thing would be where I was a year ago. Where I was a year ago, I was struggling with really toxic relationships in my life. I was getting ready to walk into a really toxic relationship. I was already in a really toxic relationship with both my parents. And then I've been getting those Facebook a year ago things, and it was when I was getting ready to find out I was having my, I guess, biggest struggle with endo. And it was, I'm approaching my 1 year since I had my first surgery. So that stuff all kind of goes together. And then like myself, like I didn't know how to love myself. And then, I guess the big and one thing that kind of hit me was like the book, like a book that had big influence on you or whatever, like because mine was You Can Heal Your Life. It literally has changed my game. So I don't know where to go with it, but that's all my stuff. I don't know.
we love you.
I'm gonna squeeze you so fucking
And
hard.
I want to hug her.
Laura's gonna be like that little girl that's like, no, Meredith, stop.
What if you talked a little bit about suggesting that book and why, and then you had like a little top 10 ways to begin to break away from a toxic relationship, like a system to follow since you've been through it.
Amazing. Love that.
CJ. There was a podcast by CJ. So, okay, yeah.
Well, you know what? Like she literally said one of the things that you should do is share really popular videos that you like. It's called priming your Facebook page for video, and it's all about an algorithm. So just start throwing up videos on your like page. Like I just shared one today of her doing the dub smashes, and my engagement went up like to, I don't know, in the hundreds. It was at 0.
My Interactive one that I posted the other day was the highest that I've ever gotten. It was over 1,000 interactions that had like something going on with it.
There it is.
And I mean, just what's coming, when we get into our team call about video and stuff, like they say that once you prime your Facebook and then you throw up an awesome video of you, like your best video, like it's going to just go crazy. So yeah, like one more task for the week, I would say, is to start priming your Facebook page and start finding videos that relate to you and that, you know that your lifers would want to see that have already gone viral.
And see too, like, especially with that, how your engagements go and your likes go. Like, do your people like to see you constantly? Like, this is just experimenting. Like, you're finding out what works and what doesn't. That's all that this is. So the more you experiment, the more you're going to see what your lifers like and what they don't.
I'm getting tons of views, and I've had over 1,000 on the past couple posts I've done for anything about my pregnancy. It's just went.
I realized switching everything to public on both my Facebook and my personal Facebook has exponentially upped everything too.
Really?
Yeah, which I was kind of scared about because there's a lot of toxic people in my past, but and I've had people make fake Facebooks to harass me, but I was kind of scared about that. But that's one thing that like I've noticed, that whenever I post anything I had some random person that is mutual friends with just you, Meredith, like one of my posts, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's random, but okay. But yeah, everything's just gone exponentially up by switching everything over to public.
I'm glad you did that. I was really scared to do that for a long time too, and got over it. And it's been public for so long, and it just happened on, what day was that, Mare? That my dad logged into my mom's Facebook and like
it was Monday.
it was Monday, day after Father's Day, and logged in, and it was the first time though that he's seen my Facebook. I mean, we're not talking, but that's okay.
But what happened?
Oh, I'm recording. You want me to go into what happened? Yeah.
Okay, well,
No,
share.
she can tell us after.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys after.
Forgot I was recording.
So if I make my Facebook public, can I still hide like certain photo albums, like family and
Yeah.
like, for
Yeah.
my-
You can set them all to it being set to specific lists. Like, do you ever notice like there's like ones like close friends, family? Yeah, you can set it to go to customize to just be viewed for those people.
Okay.
And then you can also block people, which is what I did before I went all public.
Because I'm even getting some creeps sending me friend requests.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Never
sorry.
accept them.
And Joey's like, "What'd he say to you?" I'm like, "I'll have to get used to it."
I don't accept guys anymore. I learned that the hard way.
Well, these were people from my hometown.
Oh.
You know, friends in common. It wasn't like.
If you're not my lifer, I don't want to be friends with you. That's my
Yeah.
motto from now on.
Yep.
If you don't look like my kind of girl, Are you guys?
Yeah, I've kind of gotten to the point where I've started, like, if there's like certain issues that like I don't fully agree, like I don't like that I know would easily make us butt heads, I'll just go ahead and just delete them. I'll just be like, okay. There was a few times last month with a subject that was really big that I was just like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You guys know that, right?
Get rid of the negative people off your pages too.
It's your
No,
page. That's that nonsense.
Shalene says, "Get out of my car."
Get
Yeah.
out. Yep. Get out. I don't want to do my party. Well, it's a party bus for me, clearly. Not a car for me. I got a party bus with a pole and everything.
Whoa.
That's my lifer. That's how I party. Don't play. If you guys were in a bus filled with alcohol and there was a pole, some of you guys would definitely get on it. See? Yeah,
I'd be spinning.
yeah, you would. I'd be spinning all over the place.
I'd try to go upside down and fall.
Oh, see? Life here. Jackie's staying on the bus. Okay, do you guys feel good about this? Are you going to all have your PDF video content ready to go by next Wednesday? Because I'm going to make you share it. Oh, yeah.
I don't know where to go with it. Like, I understand, like, I wrote down everything that I was thinking and that people were saying. It's just I don't know, like, where to start. And I feel like if I got a starting point, I'd easily be able to, I don't know. All of them are just those subjects that, like, I know I need to hit and I need to talk about. It's just, like, I'm really open about my endo, but my anorexia I don't talk about. Or my toxic relationship with my parents I don't talk about.
Well, that could be later on. You can pick something simple to start with. Like, don't get crazy. Like, it can be like how to take your dog out for a walk. I don't know.
Which he needs to
Or
do
like,
because he's like 40 pounds overweight.
How about your stress relievers surrounding your toxic relationships? Like,
Yeah.
what did you do to relieve that stress?
I don't know. I think that topic's just stressing you out right now. Let's switch
Yeah.
to something else. What about how to make a gluten-free, dairy-free cheesecake? Didn't you?
Yeah.
Hello.
You gave us that recipe one time, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's that night I had to walk away because I was on the ultimate reset.
Yeah, see? Done.
See? No stress there.
Yes. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah, which I mean, I had someone in our 5-day clean eating group come to me and she's like, I bake chicken and then the olive oil goes underneath the foil. It was the most random conversation. I was like, I don't know why that happens. And John's like, it's probably because it has a higher velocity. I can't even talk.
You have to use that man of yours, girlfriend.
I know, and I'm
Out.
yeah.
And tell him to send me pineapple upside down cheesecake.
That is my shit.
I'm pregnant. Give me a break. Pineapple.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for you. Pineapples are good for you. So there you go. Like, and then just figure out, like, so now you have your ideas. Just figure out how you're going to make it. Like, are you going to make a PDF for someone? Like, do you want it just to be like a quick visual thing? Like something that you would find on Pinterest? Or would you want like something, a printable? Or is it going to be a video of you talking or doing something? Like, I'm literally going to take a video of me spray tanning myself. So that's by Freemium.
Ooh, you know what I like when I get just single recipes? You know how they make it, you can print it into a recipe size card that can go on an index card?
So cute. So cute. Okay.
So, like, endo-friendly recipes on a recipe card.
Yeah, why not? Super cute.
Jonathan, your mom jokes are not, that is the toxic relationships. We're not doing that. That stresses me out.
Stresses her out, Jonathan.
Later.
It stresses her out.
Okay, now I have one more homework assignment for you guys. Like, we didn't give you enough. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find 2 to 3 people or companies or coaches that are like you, and you're gonna opt in for something that they give away for free. So, like, for me, I opted in to get the free newsletter from Thug Kitchen.
Mare, we were literally looking at that page earlier and talking about it, and I was like, I have to share that with Meredith, and he's all, she already likes this.
Yeah, I already do. See, Jonathan knows me. See, Jonathan's my lifer. He gets it. See, Jackie gets it, clearly. Lifer.
Jackie has it.
Yeah, she
We're
does.
behind.
See? So, like, find 2 to 3 opt-ins of people that you really like, businesses that kind of relate, that you would, like, love to be like, people that you idolize, like things like that. Whatever they have for free to give, opt in and save them in your copy swipe file and just kind of look at them and get some ideas of what you think you might be able to do, okay? That's a really great way to start if you're kind of confused and you're like, man, I don't know. Just Google some shit. Okay. That's a good one. And then I want you guys to share your the opt-ins that you opted in for. Like, I mean, I have one. You could even look at mine. So just look at a few things that kind of like remind you of you, basically. Okay. Write those down.
Opt into Shailene. I get stuff from her constantly.
Homegirl's on point, though.
I know, but sometimes I'm like, Shailene, I ain't got time for you right now.
No. She said that too. It was really funny. It was so cute. She was like, how many of you, she was like, can you raise your hand if you have unread messages from me that you really want to get to it? I was like, I got like 17, girlfriend. Okay. Okay. So just think about those things and opt into a few just to kind of get some ideas. Okay. So I'm going to be checking next Wednesday for your opt-in. 100% ready to go. We only had 24 hours to make it and to show CJ. So you guys are getting a week. Okay. Does anyone have any other questions, comments?
This was a great call, guys.
It was great. Thank you guys for getting on live. I really appreciate it. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you. Thank you.